Well, Hurricane Milton came to town, rode right over our county, and made a lot of noise through the night. It was very loud noise from the winds. We did not get the majority of the rain on our side of the storm, so that was nice. We did not have flooding in our location, and we did not have severe damage to our house or property. We did not lose electricity at our house in town except for just a couple of minutes and some flickering lights, so that was very nice. Those who lost electricity sat in the dark for a long time, several of them from our church, for several days, so that was a nice thing for us. We did lose power at the homestead, but not to the point or to the length that we lost our food and had any damage to our frozen items in the refrigerator and freezer there. So that was a good thing for us too. The main damage that we had was this damage to our high tunnel greenhouse, and it is pretty much flattened. The metal poles are bent, and the door is bent to the point that we're not going to be able to reuse them. So I see a rebuilding of a high tunnel in our future. It'll take us quite a while to put a new one back up, but at least it wasn't something that we needed to live in, or no injuries or loss of life.
This is one of the papaya trees in the backyard here at our house in town, and it didn't fare too well. It did okay. It lost a lot of the leaves and stuff off of it, but it still has some of the fruit on it right up top and down here. Last time we had a hurricane, this thing was really tall and it broke it off, and I ended up cutting it off about right here. And so all this stuff you see here is all new growth that came out since the last hurricane 2 years ago, and it has done quite well, but a lot of the fruit fell off. You can see it on the ground right there. So anyway, we did okay, I guess. We weren't hurt or anything, and no damage to the house that we can tell. So we're very blessed. We're thankful unto the Lord for his goodness. Well, this is the day after the hurricane. We are at the farm now, checking on everything. And we're gonna go back and check on the chickens and the rabbit. Make sure they are still here. Check the rabbit. There she is. Yep, looks like she's still in there. Hey, girl rabbit. Yep, she did well. She's okay. Chickens are over here. We had put this expanded metal thing up against the front of this chicken pen before Carol and I left from here the other night. We put this tarp around the front of it just to try to keep some of the wind off of the chickens, and the wind blew this expanded metal and this barrel over, and it appears that the chickens are fine. And they are. There they all are. So yeah, so they did well. Good deal. Glad to see that everybody survived. So we're gonna have to walk around on the farm and assess some of the damage. Carol's telling me that we've got a disaster over here apparently. Oh no, our banana tree. Oh wow. Let's go look and see. Oh man, look at there. Sort of pulled it up out of the ground a little bit. But this one over here did okay. It's got some damage to the leaves, limbs, or whatever those are. But it's still standing up. That's good. Of course, it wasn't as tall as this one, and this one actually has bananas on it. So yeah, when Helene came through, I had to come back out here and prop this one up with this 2x4 right here. But it wasn't pushed over as far as it is now.
Look at the goat.
And I just noticed, and Carol just told me, look at the old goat pen over there. There's what's left of it. It's all flat on the ground now. Good thing we didn't have goats in there. So yeah, so we've got some damage out here, but it doesn't look like any of our buildings were damaged in any way. So, or blown away, yeah. So we're thankful for that. So anyway, yeah, I think we can probably push this banana tree back up and prop it again, and it'll probably be okay. So that's what's going on so far. Okay, these signs are some that we made for the pumpkin patch that we are going to put out on the main road to let people know about where we are. We had taken these signs and laid them face down like this one is, but they were on the other end of this front porch. And so the wind blew them all the way over here to this end. So we'll have to just get them put back up. They're not damaged, it doesn't look like. So over here we have an oak tree that didn't fare so well. It was not in real good shape to start with. It had some rot, I think, in the top of it right there, that black stuff that's up there. So it was, yeah, it was not in good shape. You can see it's hollow right here in the middle. It had been damaged in the fire that went through this property back in 2007. And so it's just a survivor from that. So I guess we'll have to cut this up and do something with that. This is our picnic area out here with the picnic tables and the chairs. We had laid the chairs down on the ground, as you can see those over there. And so they did okay. They didn't get blown away. But there's pieces of limbs and leaves and moss, Spanish moss, all over the place out here. Here's another limb down. Did you see that one, Carol? Right here?
Oh, that's a big one, yeah.
Yeah, this one here.
To the top of that whole tree.
Yeah, it broke out way up at the top and dropped down right here. So yeah, there's another tree we'll have to deal with. So yeah, mostly we got a lot of tree damage, tree limbs and leaves and that kind of thing. So it doesn't appear that we have any damage to the house itself. And there's the house. This is the front of it. And it is looking okay. I don't see any damage on it at all. I'm very glad of that.
Heading up this fallen tree. Repairing these signs that got blown away or blown apart. So just one more little fix-it thing to be done today.
Well, we think we got it done. We had a lot of tree trimming and raking and cleaning up to do. Took us a couple of days to do all that stuff, but I think we got it done. We're getting ready for our pumpkin patch now, and so we had to really get this place looking good. We're ready for it now, and we think we're going to have a good pumpkin patch again this year. We're grateful for God's goodness for taking care of us during the storm. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, like, and comment. Until next time, thanks for joining us here on Hideaway Homestead.